Right now, barely 10 years after the construction, nearly all the street lights on the Aburi-Ayi Mensah highway have broken down. The Aburi Presidential Lodge, which is on that stretch in Aburi, has also lost all the street lights in front of it. For our Joy News agenda this week, we're looking at the streets without lights across the country. My colleague Justice Bedu took a ride on the highway to see how the broken down lights threaten security in the area.
In daylight, the view from above is stunning. The meandering curves through the lush greens up the hill from Ayi Mensah to the Aburi Mountains make it even more touristy. But when night falls, this stretch is lonely, dark, and dangerous. It's the dead of night.
Oh, sorry, this is 20 pesos. It's 50 pesos. Yeah.
I have come to meet middle-aged Anthony Adakwa in a small toll booth taking money from the few cars passing by.
We get scared all the time whilst we are working. There are a whole lot of darkness. If there are some people with the bad mentalities hiding within the darkness, it will cause a lot of threat to us.
As we drive up the hill, fear dawns on me and my crew. There are about 10 curves within this barely 2-kilometer journey, all of it overlooking a silent Accra by night. Most of the metal railings used on the edges of the road to protect the cars have been ripped off, evidence that a lot of cars ran over them, falling into the ditch below the mountains sometimes. Driving on this road could be like walking a tightrope, even for the best of drivers.
Every weekend, people do walk,
Kofi Aiden has been living in Aburi for 20 years and runs a pub up the hill. Even the Aburi Presidential Lodge, which is just across the street from where he works, has no street lights at the entrance.
We can't move in the night. The traders from Medina, Adenta to Adolso, in Krakai, you know that the Adenta community, Medina community, they are getting their food from where I mentioned, from Adolso, from Krakai. Kofodia business people all apply this road. And how can you apply this road in the night without light?
Official accident figures on this road are hard to come by, as many go unreported. But some of the residents here told me they've lost count of the number of cars crashing into the metal railings almost every week. The streetlights have been off for years now, and no one knows when they would be back. This road, otherwise a beauty by the hill, is now a disaster waiting to happen. Justice Bedu, Joy News, on the Aburi-Ayi Mensah Highway.